everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Valrine. I am a certified interior decorator and educator, and I like to share on the channel cost-effective ways to decorate your home, whether it is through thrifting or through sewing something for yourself, just doing some DIY, right? Right now, I am in a space that I am doing a lot of DIY, and so you've been here before, right? Yeah, it's my new studio that I am putting together. So what I'm gonna do is pan around the space just to give you an update of where we are currently. Okay, so we are still working on the space here, right? Light here is pretty dim, so I have me standing lamp that's helping me out with the lighting at the moment. And so yes, I brought in that unit that I got from Thrifting, and I have a little work to do on it. Plus, I'm going to be putting shelving at the top, right? Because we need a lot of storage going on in this space. Over here, if you saw me pulling apart the shop across the way, you know that these shelves are from over there. So I have now installed these shelves to the wall in here because we have a lot. You're gonna see, guys, we have a lot that we are going to be incorporating in the space. And of course, over here I have brought in, well, my son helped me to take in my desk and a chair, and I am setting up my computer and all. My hubby gave me a monitor just to have a bigger screen. And I'm going to be putting shelving above my desk because I have a lot of books and stuff I don't want to store them. I want to say display, right? Okay, so this light is kind of in the way. Let me move it out. Yeah. Okay. So you see, those boards over there, they are for my ceiling. So my hubby and my son are going to help me to get them on the ceiling. I had another idea for the ceiling, but we decided to switch gears because that was going to be too time consuming. And so, yeah, we're going to be getting the ceiling up, hopefully this week, because my deadline is still the end of November. And then on this wall, I'm gonna have all my fabrics, guys, coming around, fabrics. And yeah, stick with me and you will see where we go with this. Now, guys, another thing I want to do in this video is share with you some of my thrifting finds, right? If you haven't started thrifting yet, I think you should try it, my friends. Just try it. I started thrifting in the city, but since I came out here to the countryside, I have taken up thrifting to another notch. So a lot of things that I buy are thrifted, right? A penny saved is a penny earned, right? How could I forget? My lamp here I bought at the Salvation Army in a city that's about, I don't know, 2 hours from where we are. We had reason to go to Kingston, Ontario, and I picked up this lovely lamp. This lamp is gonna live on my desk, right? And I paid only $10 for this lamp. That, I think, is a steal of a deal, right? So yeah, my items are from maybe about 3 different locations: Value Village, Salvation Army, and my local thrift store downtown in the countryside. Then this one also came from the Salvation Army, and it was 50% off when I picked it up. I think I paid about $4.50 for it. But when I see something like this, yeah, I think plants, it would be nice to put plants in here, and because they don't have holes in the bottom, then you'd want to put some type of a plastic or something container on the inside before you put your plant in. And then again, you could also take it out if you want to change this to use it for something else without getting this all rusty or dirty. But yeah, they could be used for plants with trailing plants, right? You could also use this in your kitchen, where you could hang it in a corner. You could save, store like onions and garlic and whatever you want to put in it, right? For my space here, I am thinking that I could stick things like scissors or any type of small tools that I use regularly. And I don't know, I would change the color, but I'm not sure if I want to spray paint right now because it's so cold out. So I may or I may not change the color. But anyways, white is all right. At least for now. Maybe next summer I can spray paint it. Now, these two lovely candle stands I picked up at the thrift downtown. They are solid wood, my friends. They are solid wood. And for this one, I paid $2. Can you believe it? Steal of a deal. This one is $3. So for the two of them, I paid $5. Now, these two, for sure, I'm not going to be using in my studio. I don't need them in my studio. So what I probably do is use them on the earth in the living room by the fireplace there. However, another thing that you could actually do with a candle stand like this is make a side table. You can get a round top to put on the base here and make yourself a side table. You could also make it into a planter. Just use this as a base and make something new and something different if you do not want or need a candle holder. Now, I always say whenever you are thrifting, one of the best ways to approach it is to think about things in ways they can be used instead of what they are meant to be, right? And so, yeah, I am liking my candle stand. They are very robust and they will pop some presents added to a focal point wall. Now, this part here, I think I'm gonna keep it in here. Already I'm thinking that if I get to decorate the studio for the Christmas, I am gonna put some type of a Christmas decor in it, right? Now, this didn't come with it. I was just trying to fit it to see if I can get some water in here when I'm making an arrangement. I don't mind this too much, but I think it's a bit high above the top of the pot. Yeah, so the jury is out on that, what I'm gonna do. But also bear in mind that when you have a vase such as this, it is stoneware actually, you don't have to put a plant in it. You can just rest it on a side table, a living room table. And remember now, we have to think about scale and proportion when we're putting things together. You could rest this on a fireplace earth because it is very sculptural, right? So yeah, you don't have to put a plant in it for it to shine. It can shine on its own. Yeah. As for the price of this, it is a funny story because I was shopping around in Value Village and I found it and I saw the sales associate. Sorry for the story, but you know, sometimes stories are worth telling. I saw this, a sales associate, he didn't have a price on it. And I asked her, I said, this doesn't have a price. And she said to me, there are two supervisors at the front. I can ask them. And so I made my rounds. I got to the front. the supervisors they were not wearing name tags to say they're supervisor or anything, right? But when I got to the front, it so happened that the same sales associate I saw, she was there with another person or two. And I said to her, "Hi, I meet you again. Where is the supervisor?" And she turned. The supervisor was right beside her. So they looked in the computer and they found the price. And the regular price bought from HomeSense was $16.99, right? So the computer decided it was $9.99. So she gave it to me and I quietly took it and put it in the basket. I was thinking, oh, you know, when I'm thrifting, I want to get a good deal, right? So I quietly put it in the basket. And then, I don't know, she may have seen a look on my face or something, but then she said to me, "Are you okay with the price?" And I said, I'm not sure yet. I said, I'm going to stick it in the cart. I'll think about it while I shop. And then the sales associate that I met at the back and that I spoke to at the front, she said, "Hold a minute, I have something for you." And she ran on behind the counter and she came back and she gave me a coupon. Before she came back, the supervisor said to me, "I think she likes you." I guess there's something about my spirit that she liked, right? Maybe how I approached her. Because sometimes we tend to look at people in those positions like they're doing menial jobs and we're not nice to them. But anyways, she came back and she gave me a coupon. And this was 30% off with that coupon. Anything I bought in bedding and housewares, 50% off. And some other like anything new would be 20% off. And so I got this baby here for $7, $6.99 or $6.90 something. And the thing about it, when you shop in thrift stores here, you do not pay taxes. And so I didn't have to pay any tax on this. So I was happy I got to take it home because I'm not sure I would have taken it home for 10, but for $7, yes, I did take it home. I think that's what I got. A Value Village. I got those at Salvation Army. Got these downtown, and these babies over here. No, I also got this at Value Village, and they're easels, my friends. And so if I'm doing a demonstration or anything like that, I can have my easels in the studio that I can use when I'm doing demonstration. And for the two of them, it was $2.99. So let's say they were $3. And this, I got 30% off too, right? So I paid, I think, $1.40 or something like that for it. For both of them. No, it's not $1.40, maybe $2.40. Okay, let's do the math. It's $3, it's 30 cents off each dollar. So that's 90 cents off, right? So I paid just about $2 for the two of them. I think that is a steal of a deal. Real wood, nice size. Yeah, these can be very handy because I'm going to use them in my studio, but you could use something like this on a shelf. On an earth, on a fireplace mantle, on a console, and you could actually lean art against it, right? You could actually lean like decorative plates against it too. You could just put two clips at the bottom here to make sure it doesn't topple forward, right? But these can be very handy in different ways to help you to decorate your space. Now I like this little tray so much. Check it out. Somebody finished it, it's wood, and somebody finished it off with wallpaper, nicely painted at the bottom with like a plastic coating on the inside here and another type of coordinating wallpaper. So there are 3 different types of wallpaper, and we all know that trays are very good, very useful in our space because they can help us to get things together to make sure your surface stays well organized, right? But one of the things I like about this is on the inside here, it has some words. And I put them together like this. Laugh, discover, inspire, stay curious, and have fun. So this is a good one for me. I think I may take a picture of this before I start gathering stuff inside of it. But this is gonna sit either on my desk, on a shelf, or yeah, somewhere in this office. I also bought this little caddy downtown. And it's bamboo, my friends. Check this out. I can house staplers and pencils, crayons, whatever I want to house in this things together to stay organized in my studio. And this, believe it or not, I paid only $2. $2, my friends. Unheard of. $2 I paid for this baby. Now, yeah, and I'm talking about my studio, but I should relate this to your home in general. Something like this I could use in my kitchen, right? I could put knives, forks, spoons here, and any other little thing I could put napkins here if I wanted to, right? So these things can be this could be used actually in your closet, in your bathroom, in your laundry room, because we all know that organizing things in our spaces help us to keep sane and help our home look tidy and just feel livable, right? So that we don't feel like we're camping. Because that's what I feel like I'm doing right now with things all over the place because of the work that we've been doing. So anyways, yeah. Baskets. Baskets are always great for storage. Now, whether you want to put hats and gloves, or in your closet, you want to put like head wraps and socks and underwear, you can have one for each accessory that you want to store, and you can put them on your shelf. Now, these two are the same. I paid $1.50 each, my friends. $1.50 each. Look at them. They are clean, they are modern, they are lovely, and they are going to be going on my shelf in my studio. Think about the myriad of places you could use baskets. Here's another basket. In your closet, in your laundry room, in your foyer, in your mud room. Yeah. They help us to keep organized. This one was $2, right? It looks good. It has lovely colors that coordinates with the colors that I am using here. Only $2, my friends. Do you think I would pay $2 for any of these in a store? No way. Knowing what I know, I maybe would have to pay about $15 for one of this. $15 or more for one of these babies. And that is why I'm saying that thrifting is so worth it. I bought this with the intention of, yeah, this one was bought at Salvation Army too in Kingston. It was $3.50. But my intention is to put like printing paper or any type of paper that I need to file away in this, just to keep them contained so that my desk does not get cluttered and messy. And this box here, it's bamboo, my friends. Check it out. It's well built. Even the pattern, it reminds me of some type of burled wood. Look at it, so detailed. And it comes with the lid, lovely lid. Now think about all the different places you could use this in your house. Great, great, great for storage. I paid only $3. $3, my friends. And what's good about this too is that it is neutral, it's wood, and this is going to remain just like it is. I am not going to paint this. This, I think, was a steal. Yeah. I have another steal that I already found a place for in my kitchen that I bought in our local thrift shop that was only 20 bucks, and I cannot believe, still, I cannot believe it was 20 bucks. If you guys want to see what it is, drop me a comment, drop me a thumbs up, and I'll show you guys what it is. And if you're watching this video, you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit subscribe, and also remember to turn on your bell notification so you can be notified of upcoming videos. Now, the last thing, or the last two things. I picked up, you know, those signs that says that live, love, laugh, or something like that. And I picked up one because I like the words. And I was thinking, especially in this season of my life, I have to remind myself to live, to laugh more, and maybe I can do a little more loving. Yeah, but when I went around the store and I saw a cart which wasn't unloaded yet, I found these two word art, I will call them, and I put that one back. That one was only a buck, but still, I put it back because I don't want too much around here all over the wall. And so I figure I'll go ahead and take these two instead. These two were $1.50 each, so I paid $3 for the two. When I saw these, I figure this is right up my alley. This one says, "May the God of hope fill you with joy, hope, and peace as you trust in him." Okay, and then this one says, "If God brings you to it, he will bring you through it. Believe." I think sometimes we need to have words around us that we can look at and remind ourselves so that we can help ourselves to stay sane, right? Thank you so much for being here, guys. I enjoyed sharing everything with you. I hope you will come back and come back and come back. I am feeling very happy. Finally, I'm going to have a space where I can not only survive, but thrive. Don't leave before you subscribe. Give me some thumbs up, and also leave me a comment because I like to interact with you. I will see you again soon in the studio. You take care now. Thanks so much for being here.